What's up? It's Adam. Before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I am on a goal for the end of the year to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm a little over halfway there, so thank you so much to everybody who has already subscribed. Today, what I'm going to be doing is doing a review of Beau is Afraid. I saw it on Sunday, and it took me a few days to register what happened, and I still don't really understand what happened a lot of the time in the movie, which is cool. I told myself I need to read like something to kind of explain everything. I have not done that yet, so I'm still not sure what is happening. I'm hoping y'all can help me down in the comments. If you have seen it, before I get started, there are a ton of spoilers in this, so if you have not seen it, come back, watch it later. Anyway, Beau is Afraid came out this year. Joaquin Phoenix is the lead role. His name is Beau. He has severe anxiety. It is an A24 film and got a 7.2 on IMDb, so it came pretty good, and it comes in at a 2 hours and 57-minute runtime, which I felt was a little long. So basically, in this movie, it starts out Beau is in therapy, and we learn that he's going home the next day to visit his mother. His mom, he realizes he can't go that day. The mom blames him for something, and he said he'll just come the next day. What happened too before that, the doctor gave him medicine that said he needed to take it with water. He realized he did not take it with water, and of course at this time his apartment water was shut off, so he went across the street to get the water. And when he's looking back, he was freaking out because there was a ton of people just entering his apartment, and went up to his room and everything, locked him out. So during the night he was locked out. The next morning he wakes up and learns that his mom actually passed away, so that he needs to go to the funeral. He gets back into his apartment, everybody left, and he takes a bath. Dude's right on top of it. He looks up, guy falls on Joaquin Phoenix. He runs out into the street naked, gets hit by a car, stabbed in the hand a lot. I know, it's weird. And then he blacks out. He wakes up to this apartment, or this couple's home, who it's a weird couple who keeps saying they're gonna take him to his mom's funeral, but it keeps getting delayed, and they live there with their daughter and also another war vet who was in the army when with their son as well, who passed away. And it's kind of weird because they're like adopting him or something. I don't really understand what was happening at that place. So next, this is weird. The daughter drinks paint and wants to blame it on Beau, I guess. So the mom, the army guy, all think Beau's made her drink paint, which made her die. So Beau ran away with the army guy running after him. He loses the army guy and finds this weird woman singing in the woods who invites him back to the camp. It's like a cult thing, I'm guessing. And when he's at in the woods with this group, they're putting on a play before they move on to something else. And this is where the movie even got weirder. It went like on a 30-minute tangent on, I guess, Beau's life and his future, and like went into his future sons, and it kind of lost me at this moment. But anyway, after that, it came back. The guy found them, shot up everybody, and Beau ran away. Beau ran out of the woods, found a car who took him to his mom's house. So he finally made it to the funeral. He realized when he got there, he was late. When he gets to his mom's house, realizes he's late. He actually realizes after everybody's gone, his mom is still alive, and the therapist is there too. And I'm guessing they're in on something. I'm not really sure. There's probably a theory out there with what's happening, but still at this stage, I have no idea what I'm watching. And after that, he keeps having a dream that she's putting someone up in the attic. So she said, "That's your dad," and then makes him go up there, shuts the door. There's this super weird creature out there. Army guy comes in, butchers the creature. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you've seen it, you know what it is. And then I forget what happens next, but then Beau goes on a boat, travels on the lake, and goes into a cave. When he goes into the cave, it's like this big arena, and he is in a trial with his mom. And then after the trial, his attorney gets killed, and then something like eats his boat and he drowns. That's basically all I know what happened in the movie. Made no sense, but I liked it. I don't know how else to describe it. Please down in the comments let me know what theories you have. I feel like it's one of those movies where you can watch it each time, and each time come out with a different theory on what's happening. And those are good movies. This movie was directed by Ari Aster. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He directed Midsommar and Hereditary. And while those movies were weird, I still was able to follow the plot line. This one, I didn't, other than him going to his mom's house, but I was confused half the times. So here are the things I liked about the movie. Huge Joaquin Phoenix fan, loved his performance, and honestly, I thought all the performances were good. Amy Ryan, I believe, who was in The Office, was in this as well. She did great. I think everybody did a good job, but especially Joaquin Phoenix. I don't think there's been a movie he's in that I didn't like. Next up, there were definitely some funny parts. So at the very beginning of the movie, he's in therapy and he asks his therapist if mouthwash would give him stomach cancer. He says he's fine, but then he's like, "Well, I had it last week too." I thought it was just funny because anybody who has that kind of anxiety is always like, "Ooh, what's the side effects of this?" And then kind of with the same thing I was talking about earlier, when he had the pill without the water and realized he needed to have water, he went to his computer and looked up the side effects for having the pill without water, which I thought was funny. So overall, I liked the movie. There are a couple of dislikes though. The first was the length. Going in, I was kind of nervous about the length. I'm a little ADD, so I was like, it's got to be good to keep me engaged for 3 hours. And for the most part, it did. But that one part when it went off on a little tangent for like 30 minutes, it lost me a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost fell asleep in the movie theater because I did not sleep well the night before. I didn't. I stayed awake, but we got through it, and then the movie picked back up, and I enjoyed it. And that's kind of it. The tangent kind of threw me off, but that's really all that my dislikes. There are questions though I have. Please let me know if you know these. So, what was that attic scene about at the end? That made no sense to me. I did not get it. Was that his dad? Was that his brother or something? I don't know. That didn't make sense to me. And then another time they're at Amy Ryan's house, the girl from The Office, Carol, I believe was her name. Why can't I remember her name? It wasn't Carol. It was something. It was Michael Scott's love interest in The Office. They're at their house, and she told Joaquin Phoenix to watch Channel 78. When he turned it to Channel 78, it showed him in that room, and then the daughter coming in, chasing him off, and then it showed him going onto the freeway, hitching a ride, and then at the mom's house, and then it all came true. That part also does not make sense to me. What was that about? Was she trying to tell him something? I'm not sure. That part confused me as well. I feel like it really didn't have anything to do with the story. Maybe it did and I just missed it, but that made no sense. Overall, though, that is my review of the movie. I would give it an 8 out of 10. IMDb, I know, gave it a 7.2, but I would give it 8 out of 10, mostly because I like Joaquin Phoenix, so I feel like I'm a little biased with that. And a rewatchability, I would give it a medium. Now, once I read something that explains it better, I might want to rewatch it to see if I can pick up on more things. So there's definitely a chance, definitely going to watch it again. It's just when I'm going to watch it again, I'm not sure. Might buy it on DVD, Blu-ray when it comes out. Might just wait for it to stream. I'm not sure yet. But let me know down in the comments if you liked the movie, what you rated it, if you agreed with any of my reviews, or if you can answer my questions. Other than that, please hit that subscribe button. Peace.